ze overrompelen. Kom op, hè.
A steamy bank holiday Monday and the Kyocera Stadium is pumping. Welcome to the Netherlands versus Korea, the final pool game for the women in orange, the reigning Olympic champions and world number ones. Their trip to the medal round is complete. They will go there regardless of the outcome of today's game, but a huge game for Korea. They need to win today to leapfrog Australia and take a place in the top two. I'm Quentin Hull, Chloe Rogers, the former British Olympian with me. Great to have you on board, Chloe. We're going to get some great atmosphere here and a real opportunity for Korea to find its way into a top four here at the World Cup.
Yeah, it's absolutely pumping and rocking here. It's almost a packed house with the Dutch supporters here all dressed in orange, but Korea will certainly be up for this one, knowing they need a 3 points to gain in that semi-final spot.
Earlier today, Australia and New Zealand played out a 0-all draw, which took the Australians to 10 points on the table. So 3 points here. Korea's goal difference would be good enough, and all 3 points required for the Asian nation to replace the Hockey Roos. For the Netherlands, they've got, well, just one more game to take care of before they get to the business end of the tournament. They've been absolutely terrific. The crowds have been loving every time Marcia Palmer and her team walk onto the pitch. A sea of orange, a wave of sound, and Kim Jong-un, along with Marcia Palmer, enter the fray. You know what it's like, Chloe, to play in front of a home crowd like this, having experienced that at the Rabobank Arena during the Olympics.
Yeah, certainly it was a massive occasion, obviously the London Olympics, but to have a home tournament like that is very special and something that we'll always remember. You don't get that in many tournaments. It tends to be only perhaps Olympic Games and World Cups, but and certainly sometimes Commonwealth Games, but for us, World Cups and Olympics are very special.
Kim Lammers on screen, one of the very experienced players in what is experienced and talented team with a few young stars coming through. The likes of Lammers, Fanas, Hague, Palman, really the establishment. And this will be something to savour. The anthems of both nations, but particularly here in The Hague on this holiday Monday, the anthem of the host nation. The bugle has done his job. And now it's down to these women, and particularly the women in white today, to see if they can fight their way into the semi-finals of this 2014 Hockey World Cup in The Hague. The Dutch have been too good for all that have come before them. 6-1 over Japan, 4-0 over Belgium, 2-0 over New Zealand and Australia. 14 goals scored, 1 conceded. They are the measuring stick to this point of the World Cup. Here's the squad of the Dutch. Marta Pauwman as ever. Where's the captain's armband?
Yeah, they've got extremely experienced forwards there, and they'll be looking certainly for Hague and Van Ass to be stepping up to the mark. They've been quite quiet so far in this tournament, Van Ass, and I think she can grow as the game goes on.
Max Caldas has thrilled us with his gesticulation, animation throughout the tournament. Certainly a contrast to his male counterpart, Paul Van Ass, who seems very composed. But Max lets us know what he's thinking. Here's Korea's outfit, and Kim Jong-un, the captain, number 11, leads the team. Yeah,
certainly influential number 10, Park up front, got 2 goals in the last game, and she's a very lively forward, and she'll be looking to cause trouble throughout the game.
Han Jin-sun, the Korean coach, watches on, and our umpires today. Now, and Wendy Stewart of Canada, so China and Canada represented as the Netherlands prepare to take on Korea. But the story really is, can the women in white today displace the Australians and take second in Pool A? The final pool game is underway for the Dutch in orange attacking your right of screen, and the Koreans in white to the left. The noise will be prominent, and what is interesting, Chloe, for the first time the Dutch women aren't playing in the evening session. Playing in this heat of the sweaty day as Ellen Ho makes an early run.
I guess it's a little bit unfair if they have the evening slot every day, but I think today is a bank holiday in the Netherlands, so it's a lot of support here, and I guess they can put on a daytime match for them.
Van Gerven. And already a defensive stick required. 2 across was Lee Young-sil coming across originally, and Korea will come away. So the styles of these two teams, what have you picked up, Chloe? What can we expect today?
Yeah, Korea like to spread wide and push their halfbacks up here. As you see, the right half's gone up, but they'll certainly be looking for the long ball down the lines, and they'll kind of commit to one side of the play. They'll like to burrow their way down the one side and get the numbers over to that channel. As we see here, they'll defend, and they'll try and keep the ball over in that channel as well when attacking. And with the Dutch, obviously, they've got the free-flowing, passing, and some great link-up play and connections throughout all the lines, and they just know each other's game so well, and individually all very skillful and able. Here we go, the passing round doesn't quite work there for them. With
Marta Pauwman and Dirks trying to combine, but Bos is there, and a special day for Willemijn Bos, playing her 50th international today. De Goede in midfield.
Yeah, it's going back to the Netherlands again. They're all very skillful and can all do the job that's required of them. And
well, here's a chance for De Vlaard on the reverse stick. Oh, and that's gone into the mouth, I think. Penalty corner. For a moment, I thought that Park Ki-ju took a really nasty blow, but I think she's okay. First corner of the game awarded.
Yeah, I think the Dutch were looking for a bit of an advantage here, but it's very brave defending there, trying to get in close, but just caught the ball popped up off into her face. But certainly they were looking for the advantage there because they put the second shot in the goal, the Netherlands.
The atmosphere is absolutely thumping here in The Hague, as Eva de Groot and Marta Pauwman are at the top of the D for the first penalty corner.
Yeah, Pauwman missed quite a few in the last game, so she'll be trying to change that.
First corner, it's Pauwman, and it's saved by the keeper, still alive. Van Ass with a wonderful follow-up, scores the goal.
Yeah, fantastic start. They couldn't ask for a better start there, and they're saying she's getting better as the tournament goes in, coming back from injury for this tournament, and you see there the flick think was quite a comfortable height, but Van Ass was on the injector and she was on the follow-up, and a sharp finish there on the kind of half volley bounce.
Come on, Max. You usually give us more than that. Here's the real emotion of the goal. Naomi Van Ass, who scored the sealing goal against Australia, opens the scoring here in the opening minutes. And as much as you've experienced the home crowd of the Home Olympics most recently in London, I'm sure you've been in the positions that the Koreans find themselves today. Chloe, how do you channel the energy of a stadium that's against you?
Yeah, many a times, particularly at the last World Cup in Argentina. They had 15,000 people supporting Argentina, as we just see Korea attack here.
Here's a chance for the captain with a nice turn, and not great contact from Han.
Just tried to put a little reverse stick in there to play it onto foot, but didn't quite make contact.
Easy work for the Dutch over halfway. Lammers, oh, she's not really got good contact on that, Kim Lammers, but De Goede, De Waard, and back to Schoenecker to reset.
Yeah, just spreading the play nicely here, and trying to use the space, because say Korea will pack certain channels, and trying to move away from the numbers here.
Well, still a ball for the Dutch.
But going back to the home support in Argentina at the last World Cup, and 15,000 jumping Argentinian fans in their stands, you almost up for it, 'cause you want to upset the crowd a little bit, and we just see a nice deflection play into the circle, but can't quite connect with it. But yeah, you almost want to go against the home crowd and try and get an upset result to try and silence them a little bit. And if you start off really well and do so, it does get quiet as the game goes on, but the Dutch here have shown that they've scored early on, and it's kept the crowd buzzing. So you certainly, as a career, will be up for this, and they'll enjoy playing in front of a crowd like this.
Schoenecker, and a little dangerous for a moment there, but Kim Jong-ran with the first touch of this sequence, and a nice piece of work from Chun-Yun Bi. But Van Ass with this roaring crowd.
Again, the Netherlands getting players around the ball there and turning it over just by sheer pressure and numbers there.
Hague dispossessed. Good work from Han. Chance for Korea. The overhead from Lee Hyung-sil. Well controlled initially, but the pass wasn't all that good. Ahn to send Korea forward again, but Schoenecker wins the free hit.
Yeah, I think Korea will understand they won't have a lot of possession in this game, but they just need to be patient, and the chances that will come to them, they just need to be clinical on it and build their way into the game. But I think they'll understand they won't have much of the ball here as we see the Dutch come forward.
Van Ass and Hague. Oh, and she was looking there for Lida Vivelton in the circle. Oh, dangerous clearance from Kim, doesn't really authoritatively put it away, but Lee Hyung-sil does. Let's play at the other end. So repeating the scenario for Korea, they must win the game to progress to the semi-finals. A draw is not good enough. A loss certainly isn't good enough. So I'm sure there's Australian eyes watching here as well, hoping that the Netherlands can do their part. They've already started well. Drost, penalty corner. It's been loud throughout the tournament, but there's an extra hum in the crowd today.
It certainly is, and it started with such a high tempo that you see winning another corner there. Great skill. She got eyes up. She just used the 3D lifted skills to play onto foot, and as a result, they've got another chance here.
Must be the long weekend. Everyone's had a couple of days off. It's Monday. They're not at work. They're at the hockey, and they're watching.
I think everyone's always happy when it's a bank holiday.
So another test for the goal of Lee Xin-hee and her defenders around her. Pauwman and De Goede at the top of the battery. Already won for the Netherlands. Pauwman has it saved. Zhang Suji in goal with a terrific glove, making sure it was up and away and out of danger. Lee Seung-il, and now whacked away by Park.
Here we just see the corner again. It's a good trap and good injection, and I know Pauwman's just not quite getting hold of it or getting into skies, but she seems to be going high the whole time. I know she's got a good low flick as well, but To say the Korea goalie equal to that in the goal.
Ball's in midfield. I think that was an intentional touch, and she does well to reclaim possession. Good skill, though, from behind by Kim Yong-ran. And inside the 25 they go. Park. Still Park Mi-hyun. Well, numbers around the ball, and Sombrook drawn to the ground. The Netherlands will come away among the hustle. Park Mi-hyun.
Yeah, we don't see Voss push through that much. It's normally Powman who pushes through from the back forward to make a back three. And as you see, she got caught in possession in the middle there, and that's one of Korea's chances.
Keitels with the foot there, so Korea can just try and compose here as it's Cho Yoon-ji spreading out to the left for Kim Yong-ran. Korea lost its first game of the tournament to Australia 3-2. That was a tight encounter out on the Greenfield Stadium. Won their next game 1-0 against New Zealand. Drew against Japan 1-1 and needed a result against Belgium and got it 4-2 with a win. And here's a chance for Chun In-bi, who's in behind but has 3 orange shirts around her, and it came off the foot.
Yeah, Korea's goal against New Zealand in that 1-0 win was a fantastic goal. It was a reverse stick cross and a deflection off the post and the crossbar, and thoroughly deserved win there.
Dirkse van der Heuvel. Kim Hyun-ji, nice low stick there, and there she is preparing for the next phase. The goal coming to Naomi Van As in the opening moments. The follow-up off a goalkeeper's save from the first penalty corner. Boss. And I'll play on there as Drost will take the free hit. Rose Drost. That's a dangerous cross, but to no avail.
Yeah, they seem to let that one go, but certainly ambitious and trying to do the right thing there. Dribbling on the back space and the reverse it cross, there's room for that down that side.
Van Gerven and Van Masaka.
We've seen both teams sitting off so far when they're pressing the ball, and I think it's a case of wanting to generate space when they can break on a counter-attack, and to do that, it's about trying to sit deep, and then it draws them out and gives you space, and we've seen that tactic from both teams here.
There's Van Vaska out on the left, but nice piece of skill. Oh, but she's turned it over. Chance for Kelly Jonker, and appeal for the penalty corner. Korea's going to go to the referral. It looked like Kim Yong-ran was coming away, but Jonker pinching a pocket.
Yeah, Jonker's had a great tournament so far, scoring a hat-trick in the first game, so...
Can you check, please?
Wendy, I'm looking for a foot inside the circle.
So loud. Umpires are struggling to communicate between each other. So everything's okay there. You can see too a nasty bruise that Kelly Jonker's sporting from earlier battle. Now, this is a Korean referral, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right, Chloe? Has it gone back? Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Korean preferred it because she's given a corner, and I think the Korean girl feels it wasn't her foot, but I think it was her stick, actually. But...
Another look as Jung So-ji got down low. Yep, stick into the keeper's boot. That's certainly fair enough, and it looks like Korea will keep its referral on what we've seen there.
Yeah, the Dutch have set up as well, as if it's going to be hit out.
Wendy, I have a decision for you.
Yep.
It is off, there was no foot. It's actually off the arm of the Netherlands, therefore it's a free hit out.
Sure, perfect. Okay.
Keep referral.
Yeah.
So that's a good referral from Korea to ensure they don't have to wait for another attack from the penalty corner. So let's get back underway. Chun Soo-ki Cho with the ball down the right. And Koreans in the danger zone there of that high ball from Cho Yun-ji. Korea looking to make its first World Cup semi-final since 1990. They're unable to break into the top 4 in the last 24 years as, again, Ketel's nervous moment there, but de Waard couldn't get on the end. The Netherlands have made 10 of 12 finals in World Cups. It's an amazing run.
It surprised me about the Korean side, actually, because they always have a really strong junior team and have won the Junior World Cup on a number of occasions, and they don't quite make the step up to senior hockey. I don't know what the reason is for that, but you see a great Dutch attack there, just broken down by the Koreans there for a long corner.
So back for the reset. Pauwman as Dirks down low, but decides to go hard, and Lammers couldn't get the deflection on target. One of the greatest deflections of the tournament was the Kim Lammers goal.
Just see the long ball from Pauwman here. A bit of a bounce and skip on it, which makes it hard to defend. But yeah, as you say, Lammers is one of the best deflectors of the ball in the world, and she scored a cracking one in the previous game. Kind of threw her legs jumping. Yeah, that was, in particular, the second one of the 2-0 result over New Zealand when she was in the air, and it was a wonderful piece of work. Yeah, she certainly is, say, one of the best in the world, and you can always find her in the circle really clinical, popping up, and somehow the ball always seems to fall to her.
Kim Jong-un takes the auto pass quickly, the captain of Korea.
Okay, no.
Pauwman was well placed.
You lost the ball.
And the umpire giving the decision there. You lost the ball. Let's play ball. Dirks van der Heuvel strides freely downfield. Will she go all the way? Carline! Forced to save. Quickly out to do the work in the left corner. Carline van der Heuvel trying to, again, penetrate the D, but for a moment, Kim Jong-un thought she was able to come away. The head-banded skipper of the Korean side. It's a nice ball, incisive for Van As. Behind, off the stick of An.
Yeah, just stretching really wide and high there, and Korea can't cover the full width of the pitch when the ball speed's really high as well.
Well, Hague battling against a couple. And Chun does well. Park Mi-hyun running on hard, wanting Kim to go to her. Again, just the skill letting Korea down. Approaching the 15-minute mark of this final pool game. Korea needs all 3 points to stay alive in the hunt for the medals. Space for Pauwman, lovely ball. De Waard can't get through, 2 against her. And good hustle from De Waard, but Park Mi-hyun a chance. Oh, even there, Velton really making Park Mi-hyun earn it.
It's a reverse stick shot we saw earlier, and it was a great run actually from the Dutch girl. And she had her teammate actually run on the opposite line, which left space for her on the reverse. I thought she was going to play a pass in, but she actually took the dribble herself.
Speaking of dribbling, Ellen Hague likes a run. Oh, that's a hammering cross. And, well, the diving de Waard almost got on the end of that.
That's a superb ball, and one of Ellen Hague's, I think her main strength is her reverse stick crossing and shooting. She's so... you just see the Korean girls breaking through here.
Sombroek's a long way from home. And this is an important touch from Van Greffen. And luckily, Sombroek's got back onto a line. Don't know whether she really needed to come all that way. But a bit of miscommunication. Chance for An here of Korea. Now to Park Mi-hyun. Play on, Han. Long corner. An to Han, and then nice stick from Pauwman. And away goes de Waard. Hague to her left. Decides to hold it up. Van As harassed by Kim Jong-un. Now through Pauwman and the control in midfield.
Yeah, just taking their time to build it up here. They're not rushing or panicking, and just kind of trying to make Korea stretch out, but at the same time, just have a bit of confidence, build some confidence with a lot of possession of the ball.
The Massacre doing a training drill here with Marta Palman. The crowd absolutely thumping out their support on this steamy Monday in The Hague. De Goede with space attacking side of midfield and numbers ahead. Dirkse van der Heuvel, good touch from Ho Jae-song. She's run on in support, but the pass wasn't all that good. Luckily for Han, though, she's able to get back onto the ball. Kim Jong-un, play ball. Taking the advantage there. Lee Sung-young-sil. Chun Yun-bi into the D, but a long corner. There's Ho Jae-song. And now it's going to be Lee Young-sil out on the right side. Ho trying to help her out. But away comes Schoenecker. And Ho. Ellen Hogue with 3 to beat. Wins the free hit.
Yeah, Korea just trying to win the ball high up there and try and turn it over where they had possession, but didn't quite do it. And they've now got to retreat, and the Dutch can try and build up again the play.
Van As. Nice tournament from Naomi Van As, or Chun Yun-bi, though, up to it with a good defensive stick. And then, again, Kim Jong-un, well, Naomi Van As, that
I saw the second. Yeah.
was a legal challenge. Usually you hear the big ping of the whistle from a player coming from behind. It sounds like they've done something wrong, but it's a good challenge from Naomi Van As. Let the beat control the body. Infectious here at the Kyocera Stadium, as is the play of Lida Velten. Van As, great skill near her feet to keep the ball on the stick. Didn't really get purchase on that pass, and the kick clear from Jung wasn't the greatest either. The danger's not gone for Korea. Velten and Schoenecker. Good hustle from Kim Jong-un. Dirks. The cross a little innocuous. And Kim Dare. Korea will come away. So it feels like we're starting to settle down a bit here. Chloe, after that early goal to Naomi Van As, and here she is again, the goal scorer.
Yeah, you see Lida Van Welten linking up well with Van As, and they're both key players for the Netherlands, and I think they will do that more and more as the game goes on. And that was, yeah, as you say, just didn't quite get purchase on the final pass, or couldn't quite find a teammate, and the Koreans cleared it well. But yeah, it's slowly getting to a settled tempo here, and say the Dutch are controlling the pace of this game, and I think Korea are just waiting for that chance to fall to them. But the Dutch are slowly building, and I think they'll perhaps go on to try and push up for another goal before half-time.
Van Greven. And that's a legal challenge, according to the umpire, Kim Hyun-ji. Seeing it over the side. As I mentioned, that record of 10 of 12 World Cup finals that the Netherlands have made. 6-time gold medalists at the World Cup. So the only 2 times they haven't played off for gold was in 1976 when they won the bronze medal, in West Berlin in 1994 when they finished an unacceptable 6th, you'd have to say, as an Argentinian camp watching on with a keen eye as well.
He's got a busy week coaching both the men and the women.
Carlos Vertagui, the man on screen, watching keenly. Oh, that's a rather physical challenge from Kim Hyun-ji.
Number 7.
Marcia Palman doesn't like that.
Number 3.
It's a very impressive record that the Dutch have got in their World Cup starts. I didn't realise it was quite so impressive as that. I knew they've won gold a lot of times, but to only miss 2 finals is amazing, actually.
14 minutes to the break. The goal coming in the opening couple of minutes. Naomi Van As, who brought in the ball from the back line at a penalty corner, was able to follow up on a deflected save from the keeper to open the scoring. Schoeneker. And again, the physical Kim coming away, happy enough to buff it off bodies once more, having engaged with Powman a short time ago. Park Hee-joo. And this is Park Mi-hyun, but too many orange shirts. Drost. Whoops, did that come off a foot? Yes, it did. Caroline Dirkse van der Heuvel putting a boot in the wrong spot. And now they come up from the back. Han, happy enough to spread to Cha. And that long ball, well, Park Mi-hyun was waiting at the back line.
Don't think she was suspecting all the Dutch girls to miss that one.
And again, Kim Hyun-ji, she's making a real presence felt of herself in the last couple of moments. Winning the turnover, but losing it eventually. Good to see that the Koreans, albeit conceding that early goal, certainly haven't seemed to be too rattled by it, Chloe. Bit of physicality in the game. There's been a few nervous moments, but for the world number 8, playing the Olympic champion, and world number 1 on their home pitch, conceding an early goal, great challenge of them, but they seem to have responded well. De Goede, and good stick on the Kettle shot from Han. And again, just some composure.
Yeah, the Korean team extremely fit, and I think as this game goes on, hopefully they'll still be in contention to try and get that equaliser. But probably weren't expecting to concede so early. But they're a strong, fit bunch, and I think the physicality the Dutch won't like. I think if they can show that, it will put the Dutch off their stride a bit, and certainly it will upset them and frustrate them a little bit. If they can keep us tight early on, and they're still in with a shot towards the end, it'll be a good contest.
When will the telling ball come? Van Geffen, there it is. But Dirkse van der Heuvel will win the free hit. Just at the dotted exclusion zone, 5 metres from the edge of the D. Kim Jong-ran, no trouble there. Appearance 102 in orange for Caroline Dirkse van der Heuvel today, and unable to penetrate the D there. Park Hee-joo. Oh, they've lost it over the side, and Dirkse trying to take it on quickly. Taking up residence outside the D here. The Netherlands looking for that second goal. From right to left, and they've gone around the edges to get it to the left corner for Kelly Jonker. Hustle from Oh Son-soon. And Jonker wins the free hit. Oh still keeps going. That's really persistent defending. And job well done, earning her team the ball.
Yeah, just limiting the chances the Dutch can get here. If you can stop them getting the circle, then hopefully they can't obviously win too many corners, and hopefully keep the score down to a minimum here.
Oh, just checking that hit downfield. And again, the Netherlands can build from the middle of the park. Powman, De Goede. She's got Ketels, but there's more up the corridor. Leader by Velton really starting to find form, particularly against the Australians, having had an injury problem at the start of the tournament. Such an important player. The crowd just willing this second goal to come in the 9.5 minutes we have before half-time.
Yeah, Welton broke her hand 2 weeks before the tournament, and she's that key player that they wanted to keep her in the squad. As you say, she missed the first game, but since played, and seems to be getting better each game, so she's obviously becoming more comfortable with the pain of absence in her hand.
Kim Jong-un with a good run. And Ho. And now, swivel from Ahn, but well intercepted by De Goede. And there's some space in midfield for the counter here. Ketels has Hague on the right. 3-on-2 Korea inside the 25. Oh, got down well, but still a pretty high defensive line from Korea in midfield. And now as the reinforcements come on from the bench, they'll probably push back a little. Dirkse van der Heuvel. Still, Carline with another chance. Unselfishly tried to lay it off, but the controlling stick wasn't there. Carline Dirkse van der Heuvel, the creator. She just didn't have an executioner.
Yeah, just a missed trap in the middle there. It's great, you know, skill. She didn't rush the pass. She got her eyes up and picked out the perfect pass. It was just a missed trap in the middle. It would have been an easy goal there.
And Park Mi-hyun dispossessed. Powman strolls away. Trying to be cute, looking for Ellen Hague. But Park, oh, Cho dispossessed. Hague keeps going. Oh. And what have we got here? Free hit outside the D for the Netherlands. Max Koldas. It's looking a little nervy. Hague likes that reverse, but there was a defensive stick from Kim Yong-ran.
Yeah, she'll always be looking to take that shot in the reverse if she can. But there's just not the space to do it, but she still tried to execute it.
Van Nassaka from right to left. When will the incisive ball come? Korea parking themselves back there. There was a defensive touch on the way through. Willemijn Bos, as we mentioned, her 50th appearance for her country to date. What a wonderful scene to reach a milestone, and good work from Lee Hyung-sil. A couple of times on the counter they found some space, Korea. There's been a few nervous moments, but it looks quite competent back there, Chloe.
Yeah, we just say they're trying to make the traps outside the circle and they're packing the numbers in D, so there's no space for the Dutch players. And they're just trying to get in their faces and make it tight and niggly for them.
Is this a penalty corner? Yes, it is. Dirkse van der Heuvel along with Hague working the ball into the D. And once again, the crowd whipped into a frenzy.
Yeah, again, still not much space here for Hague, but she just takes the snapshot and gets a foot, but Kim was still making it quite tight for her, and there's not much space to get that away.
Well, Powman won't be a part of this penalty corner foray. But the tall figure of Kaya van Nassaka, along with Eva de Groot. It's de Groot. Well, not first time. She tries to go again, and not cleared yet from Kim. She's still got the face mask on. Another penalty corner. You can keep it on.
Yeah, good routine out. Hague just didn't get hold of the first shot, and they're trying to generate a second phase, and just pops up off the stick and high ball for dangerous play there.
Looking for a second goal without their star. It's in. It's de Groot. It's wide. Eva de Groot unable to strike for the first time in this tournament. Again, the trap wasn't probably what she would have desired, Chloe. Meanwhile, at the other end, Kim Da-rae. Oh, she was sending a few nerves through the 15,000 here. Lammers on the quick release in midfield. The opposite 23, Lee Hyung-sil, is there to ensure there's no fast break. Yes, back to that penalty corner. Probably forgive the drag flicker there, de Groot, a bit.
Yeah, it's always difficult when the injection comes off the mark. The drag flicker sets their run up as we see Korea turn over here, but
here goes Hyo Jae-sung.
But they should still be able to execute it. Just drifted wide, but she got hold of it well and had a lot more power on it than perhaps we've seen previously. So there's another chance, but yeah, as you say, the injection makes a big difference to the drag flicker's start position.
It's a bit of a loose pass from Hyo Jae-sung there, having done so much hard work to get the ball, and just meekly gave it up with a pass that was never going to hit Chun Eun-bi. Took over 4 minutes to half-time. The one goal coming to Naomi Varnas. 2 minutes in. Hyo and Lee Hyung-sil waiting for that ball to come back. Park Ki-ju. Lammers, nice challenge. Varnas away. And the veterans, Lammers, Varnas and Hague combined. Good close from Oh Sun-soon. So she scurries back to take her position. De Groot. This is Dirkse van der Heuvel again. Good skill from Velton to keep that firing pass from going over the back line. Leader by Velton. Gets it into the D, but easily cleared. And again, here's Korea on the counter. Kim Dare getting around Schoeneker. But Lammers helps out. Adds that numbers to make it 3-on-2.
Yeah, Velton's pick up on that baseline there. The great thing about that was as soon as she got the ball, she didn't stop on it. She kept moving on it and come off the baseline to create an angle.
Now, is that a hometown decision to ensure that she's not sitting down for 2 minutes? That was very crude from Jackie Schoeneker coming from behind.
What's your number?
Yeah, not a great tackle there. And
Number 15.
Could have easily seen the green triangle there.
maybe we would have seen it. Oh, she has seen the green triangle there. I think she's been
Well, they might be hearing us.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure she knows which one, but which player, but
Yeah,
she's sending one of them off.
yeah, well, it had to be Jackie Schoeneker.
you.
Well, see, I understand being a broadcaster that the umpires can get Van Massacre and Schoeneker mixed up at times, and unfortunately, Kaya Van Massacre, you know, tall, blonde, predominantly in the back half. Yep, she has been given the 2 minutes when it was her lookalike who gave away the foul.
That face says it all. It wasn't me.
Yep. So I empathise with the umpires there. I've made the mistake myself a time or two throughout the tournament.
That's annoying as a player, isn't it? You get to sit down on the dugout for being sent off, and it's not you. You're losing valuable time on the pitch.
There is Schoeneker out on the left. She's the one that should be sitting down. Then Greffen. And Van Ass will take the auto pass quickly. Gets away from Park Ki-ju. Yonko trying to beat 3 and 4 and can't do so. Might have just hurt herself a little bit coming through there.
Korea looking for the early ball there for counter-attack, but just didn't quite make contact, and they're facing the Dutch coming at them again. But they're certainly trying to inject some pace as we see a great tackle along the baseline again.
Peter by Velton with a couple to beat. Kim Hyung-ran says, let's get out of here, but she doesn't effectively clear the danger. Velton loses it. Kim Jong-un, the captain, through Park Mi-hyun.
Park's done well there. She was pretty much on her own, but she's just found the ball wide, and she's played it wide and then got ahead again, but they can't quite find her.
Kim Dare working feverishly to try and win the ball back. Not the same kind of intensity about Naomi Van Ass there.
Yeah, I think she assessed the opportunity to go forward was quite limited, and there was a lot of great numbers there and players, so it's just resetting it again through the back and try and build it up again.
Less than a minute to half-time. The Netherlands trying to double its lead with this late surge. De Groot. And poor touch from Dirkse van der Heuvel. So Lee Song-il. That's a good ball. Park Mi-hyun just couldn't get onto it, and that perhaps is the last of the really enterprising play we will see in this half of hockey. The crowd counts it down. 35 minutes elapsed, and the women in orange go to the sheds with the lead. Half-time at the Kyocera Stadium in this final pool game. The Netherlands already assured of a trip to the semi-finals. Korea needs to win the game to get there, and Australia watching on nervously to see if the Hockey Roos will progress. Caldas and Van Ass argue the toss. De Groot are ready for a rest, and it's 1-0 Netherlands at half-time. There's the goal scorer, having brought the ball in from the penalty corner at the back line. She was able to read the deflection and thump it home. Plenty of colour, plenty of theatre here inside the Kyocera Stadium on this holiday Monday in The Hague. Hope you can join us on the other side of half-time, where it's Netherlands 1, Korea 0. Welcome back to the Kyocera Stadium. Half-time, the Netherlands through Naomi Varnas's opening goal in the first phases of the game have a 1-goal-0 advantage over Korea. A Korean side desperate for all 3 points here to be any chance of going to the semi-finals. And Chloe, it was a pretty simple finish, and as much as it looks simple, that's harder than it looks, isn't it?
Yeah, very hard. No, we saw Palman drag think there was an easy height save, but she was the first to react on the rebound and the one touch to stop it, and then on the half volley to put it in. It's a great finish.
And it was the only goal that the Dutch found.
Yeah, again, Palman struggling a little bit of a flick-in. She's been going high most times, and I don't know whether that's trying to draw teams in for later in the tournament. But the Dutch certainly generated more chances here, and see the backhand come in, and again, a decent save by the Korean keeper.
Terrific run from Caroline Dirkse van der Heuvel on that occasion.
We see Anna Hague, I think she puts in a superb cross here, but just couldn't find a player there to get on the touch. But the Dutch certainly trying to generate chances here, and I'm sure we'll see more of that in the second half.
1-0's the main number. What do the others tell you about the game, Chloe?
Oh, it's dominated by the Dutch. You see the possession in the opponent's half, 80-20, and they've turned that into a lot of circle penetrations there and chances on goal.
At FIH_hockey, hashtag RHWC2014. 2014 here at The Hague. Facebook as well, with plenty of interaction and ways to get in touch with the tournament. That's right, tweet a pic. Make sure you put the hashtag on it. Smartphones now are part of the armoury when you go to sport. Find out where your friends are here at Hockey Plaza.
She thinks she's tweeting you right now.
Sorry?
She reckons she's tweeting you right now.
Tweet at Quentin Hull. And what's your address, Chloe?
Rogers Chloe 12.
Rogers Chloe 12. There you go. Of course, Chloe's playing number when she picked up the bronze medal for Great Britain at the London Olympics. And the players just starting to filter back out. Second half imminent. As much as there's some happy orange around, there'd be concerned Koreans fighting for their tournament, and of course a keen eye of the Australians watching on here. The Hockeyroos drawing 0-0 with the Black Sticks of New Zealand earlier today, hence requiring the Dutch to win or draw to ensure their passage through. So we get to this part of the tournament, and all manner of angles to look at. The pitch has been watered. A few of the patrons have been watered as well. And the Dutch quickly into position, and we just await the Korean side to take their place before we get the second half. And before play gets underway, I think we can get down to Charlie Broom, who's got Max Kolbas. Charlie.
I do indeed, Max. A lot of possession, a lot of circle penetrations, but just the one goal. A worry?
No, not worry at all. I think I'd rather take this like this. I think we need to put chances away, and then the game would have been over already. I think that the guys are doing a good game, solidly. We're giving nothing away, but we need to get better at putting away our chances. Yeah.
What do you say to the girls at half-time?
Now we just changed a little things about how to get in the circle for the Koreans through another way. I see how that works. That's about it.
The Koreans, though, when they attack, they do have their moments, so you need that first goal, don't you?
Yeah, I think we don't need it. I think we can have it. But I'm really happy the way they're also defending, so I'm not that fast.
Max, thanks to you as always for your time. No problem.
Great to get that insight into the room. And the wave keeping everyone entertained here. Here it comes. Whoa! Down our side of the pitch.
Nicely joined in there.
Got to be a part of it here in The Hague. Oh no, enough of that. Let's play hockey in the second half. The Dutch to the left. Korea to the right. Needing 2 goals at least, Korea, to keep its hunt for the medals alive. If Korea could eke that goal, you just wonder. A second here to the Netherlands would change the game markedly. And would it be Korea to score next? You just get the sense that there's enough belief in the world number 8, the way that they've applied themselves, the physicality.
Yeah, they know obviously there's a World Cup medal on stake here, and as I say, they've struggled at previous World Cups, so it'll be good for them to try and challenge, and they won't get an opportunity like this again probably for a while, well, for the next 4 years, so they want to try and take it, certainly.
Caroline Dirkse van der Heuvel to set things up from the halfway line down the left. And working in tight there, nice touch from Jonker. Close, ensuring that Kim Hyung-ran wasn't going to go away.
Yeah, great work back there to win the ball for the Netherlands.
Dakota, that came off her foot, not her ball. And indeed, Korea now on the counter. This is Park Mi-hyun to her skipper, Kim Jong-un, and into the D for Han. Oh, she just didn't really control the first touch.
Just missed that touch in the circles. I think she was trying to play a reverse stick, first time touch across the defender there, but just missed the ball there.
Boss, oh, very incisive, but Dirkse van der Heuvel's trap letting her down. Han for Korea. Park Mi-hyun the target, but oh, Boss tracked it pretty comfortably there.
Pushing her there, making her work and making her stretch those long legs out.
Well, it looked like Park Mi-hyun was going faster. Not really, she just had to step more regularly because Willemijn Bos has the longer stride. And here's the tall number 7. Palman, De Groot, and Jonker on the left. Van Graffen. Very deep reset.
Yeah, Korea were playing a half-court press in the first half, and they've just stepped up to the 25-yard line, but they'll want to try and limit how the Dutch can go forward here, and they're doing a good job. They're just dropping off slightly now, and I'd actually go and close that. All 3 of them, I'd try and close that together on Palman, but they've just dropped off and allowed the easy ball out.
The fans happy to see the Dutch get over halfway. So had a lot of involvement today, Dirkse van der Heuvel.
Yeah, she's a quality player, and she's a key midfielder for the Netherlands, and as I say, hopefully will show that today, as she has been.
Oh, Han loses the ball. In fact, it was Hyo being dispossessed. De Groot, Van Graffen. And a good hustle on here from Korea. That's Kim Da-rae forcing Boss all the way back almost to her own 25. And, well, that's the Korean press coming off. Well played from the Asian nation. Chun from An out to the right for Kim Hyun-ji. Rather innocuous attempted cross, though. Dakota easily to Palman, and now some space for Davard. Didn't really have the intent to turn and go. There was territory there for her, Chloe, if she wanted to.
Yeah, she obviously didn't want to run with the ball there, just trying to hold it up and bring her teammates into play a bit, and I guess there's no rush or no panic to try and push on for another goal, but at the same time, if the space is there, she should take it.
Loose touch from Dakota. Kim Hyun-ji. Cha with the slap. Nicely controlled by Han. Korea searching for this equaliser. Boss just kept it in. Whole of the ball didn't go over the line.
Yeah, great step up there. She reads the game so well, and she just jumped inside Park there to pick that ball up first, and it was a key touch, because otherwise that Korea would have been through on the goal on 2-on-1.
Van Aast the goal 2 minutes in, and it's the only score we've seen as we tick to the 5-minute mark of the second half. The Netherlands searching for a perfect 5 from 5 as they look towards the semi-finals against either Argentina, the United States or China. Those 3 teams still in the running in the opposite pool.
And likewise, the Dutch have just stepped up their press as well. They were dropping off first half, and I think it's
key intention of how both teams want to come out at the start of this second half and try and stamp their authority.
Dirk van der Heuvel again involved. De Waard able to get a stick on it. Cho Eun-ji. Oh, but De Waard now follows up. Good work from Chan De Waard. 3 Korean defenders, and she just was able to hustle for long enough to force that release a little loose to midfield. Skoeneker to her lookalike. Van Marsika, that's right. 29 Skoeneker. Should have sat down for 2 minutes. I'll give it to you. Kaya, you sat down for me.
Just took one for a teammate there.
One of the little moments of the first half when the umpires mixed up the 2 tall Dutch defenders. Quick movement from Hyo. And down goes Kim Jong-un, but the skipper quickly up because he's got Chun. Oh, just couldn't control down the left side. Chun Eun-bi of Korea. Coach has got his stats. Different tactic from Han Jin-soo. Didn't have the iPad with him. Amazing, sit close to the bench. And you can see that the video replays are available almost instantaneously. The section of angles and options at penalty corners. Nice stick from Kim Young-ran.
Yeah, they'll just re-watch the penalty corners and see what options are on for them and see what defence the Koreans are running. Max will just have a look and see what options are good for his team.
Van As trying to get it through 3. Kim Hyun-ji, Chun, Kim Jong-un, and Korea will come away. The skipper with her recognisable headband, Kim Jong-un. And that's the free hit for the attacking player, Park Mi-hyun, not clearing that 5-metre safety zone on the overhead. Crowd want another goal. They've had more than a half without celebration in that respect. Nice turn from Palman, and away she goes. Marcha Palman. Velton gets through the low stick of Cha. But Korea will come away. Chun now perhaps on the counter. If there's good skill here from Kim Da-dae. She takes the auto pass quickly. The Dutch streaming back. Lee Hyung-sil. And there was a foot, I think, among all of that.
Yeah, we just see Palman pushing through there, but she was, as soon as it was turned over, she was struggling a little bit to get back, and that could be Korea's chance of capturing them without Palman in the back. We see here great skill to push through, and she just gets the long levers and the long reach before the Korean girl, but she struggled to get back after that little run forward, and it is humid condition out there and quite tough for the players, but certainly try and catch the Netherlands defence without her at the back line will be key for Korea.
Van As keeps going. Palman winding up. It gets through. Hague. Timely interception from Chun Seul-ki. But the wave comes again. And Marsika. Nice work from Cha. Kim Da-dae. Boss. Just defended a little. Kim Da-dae continues on. Skoeneker. Back to Kim. And she gets past Dirk van der Heuvel. Still Kim Da-dae working hard. Oh, just needs some help up the top.
Yeah, they're struggling for numbers. She passed it, offloaded it to a teammate, but at the same time, she didn't really recognise that the Dutch were working back there. So she needs to come to the ball and be a bit more, or a bit quicker onto it.
Hague. Where does Palman go? Van Greffen. Goal intercepted by Han. They've certainly got a stake in the game, haven't they, Korea? So many teams have come to play the Netherlands and just haven't got traction. Sure, the early goal went the orange way, but This Korean side, the world number 8, you get the sense inside the stadium. They're far from out of this. It's only the one. The scoreboard suggests that they're not out of it. But you look at some of the stats we saw at half-time. I don't know, my gut tells me that Korea's closer than some of those numbers suggest. And on the turn, Park Mi-hyun wins a penalty corner to almost silence the 15,000 fans inside the Kyocera Stadium.
That was a fine example of how Korea play. They'll try and get upgrade hockey, and what I mean by that is they'll turn and try and get a free hit, and they'll turn and try and they keep just burrowing through and getting upgrades. And that is a great pick and roll here, as we said, and using their backspace to get a shot away. And it's hard for a defender to get close to a shot like that.
So Cho will bring in Oh Sun-soon. Also with Kim Jong-un at the top of the battery. Oh Sun-soon, the fake. Kim Jong-un forces a save from Sombrook. The danger's not gone. Oh, but Hague will run it away. Dirkse van der Heuvel. Well, turnover. Korea a chance to go forward again here, but it's not having any intensity to really move it quickly. So they go back for the reset.
Yeah, just slowing it down here, but I think they've gained more possession now and they're growing in. We saw those stats at half-time, but I think they would have changed greatly. And Korea certainly having a bit more possession now and hopefully just generate a few chances to change the stats that we saw.
De Groot takes them on. Over De Groot. Lovely touch. Velton all the way up the middle inside the D. Brought down. Penalty corner. Right down the corridor of the Kyocera Stadium for the women in orange.
Great bit of skill and a great offload to Welton in the first place, but she's just pulled it back in again. She's got great hands and great skill to be able to do that, and it's clear corner.
And the previous corner from Korea.
Very similar to how the Dutch scored, actually. The rebound, keeper just knocks it towards back to the injector, but the injector couldn't trap it that time.
Palman once again watching on. Tells De Groot and Boss. This would be a nice story if Philomene Boss could score in her 50th appearance. She's ready and waiting, but it's going to be De Groot, and it's saved by the keeper. Jang getting a glove to it and no deflection there from Velton on target.
Just on the arm of the defender, of Korean defender on the arm. She was on the line. Okay. Yeah? So did you?
So is this? I think they might be asking for a stroke here. The Korean defender's arm on the line may have saved it.
On the line.
So this would be a stroke. Yes, it's off the shoulder, I think, of that defender. So this should be a penalty stroke on my looking, Chloe.
Yeah, she picked up the ball well. Belmont's bouncing, and yeah, it's struck her in the shoulder, I think.
So Oh Sun-soon was the last line of defence.
Decision is now, it's just on target and going in, which I imagine it is because she should be stood inside the goal, which she is. That's a great call by the Netherlands to see that.
Well, De Groot was the one that made the call. Here it comes.
Meow, I have a decision for you.
Yeah.
It has hit the defender's arm on the line and the ball was going into goal.
So
penalty stroke.
penalty stroke. Okay, thank you.
Very astute referral from Eva De Groot. And Palman is going to come up to try and double the Dutch advantage.
The Korean players are looking a bit puzzled there. I think they probably would have felt that if it hit on the shoulder, but it looks clear from the replays.
So a challenge for Jang Soo-ji. What a challenge it is against the two-time World Player of the Year inside her home stadium at a World Cup. This would be some moment from a keeper if she could deny Marcha Palman here. In essence, it's to keep Korea in the race for the medals. Marcha Palman.
Go get it. No.
Oh, she's ready, but the keeper's not. And the hush before the explosion if this finds the net. Powman for 2-0. Delivers, as she so often has. 2-0 Netherlands, and Korea's medal hopes look dashed.
Yeah, best track looker in the world, doesn't miss from there at 7 yards there, so very confidently struck into the top corner, and the goalkeeper no chance.
Praise from Naomi van As. An absolute jubilation for the 15,000 fans inside the Kyocera Stadium. 4th goal of the tournament for Marcia Powman. And Korea need 3 in the remainder of the game to be any chance of making the semi-finals. It's a goal that's well welcomed here by the Dutch fans and also welcomed by the Australian Hockey Roos, who are waiting to see if they indeed will finish second in this pool. Cho. Oh, the goal scorer with a good touch for Van As. Drost. Drost with a good ball here, and Kalandeska van der Heuvel can't get through there. Some width for Dirks. De Groot. Back to Dirks, nice touch. Was there a boot there or a stick? No, a stick.
Yeah, great play from De Hoog. You see how she picks the ball up and the momentum, she keeps moving. She doesn't ever stop stationary on it, and that's really hard to defend.
Marco van Gerven. Good attack from Kim Hyun-see, but again van Gerven. No one at the far post for the red-headed defender. A couple of Aussies watching on, so too the Argentinian camp. Carlos Retegui in the stands. The Lionesses, along with the United States, share top position on the other pool with 1 match day to play. China is a mathematical chance of taking a semi-final place. That's to unfold tomorrow. A wave of noise. A splash of colour, and generally just one.
Certainly stands out, that colour. It's a bright orange, and the stadium's packed full of it in there.
Dakota. Dirks running hard for her down the right. Van As, Naomi van As, trying to work her way through 3. Foot was outside the circle, and Kim Young-ran.
Yeah, first one for you.
She's probably a bit lucky there. Thought it was a pretty simple call, but she didn't retreat the 5.
Okay.
Divide.
Play.
With 4 to beat. Divide.
Nothing.
Can't do so.
Okay, play. Yeah.
Play on.
Stop talking. Yes. So nothing.
So Miao and
Yes.
Zhang Suji trying to settle it. A disagreement. Hungry for more goals, this crowd. Korea needs 3. Cha. Inside the 25. Cha receives back from Chun. But behind the back line without great threats on Sombrook's goal.
Again, nice build-up, but just that final pass not making contact, and they need to just make the connections and get the eye contact working, and the little point of perhaps where they're going to lead to or where they want the ball to. They're just not working together as a team in the final circle.
Palmer and De Groot having to work hard with Chun Seul Ki, 13 for Korea, buzzing about. The weight of possession starting to really come up on the stat sheet now. 3 quarters of the game spent left of screen. Well, the attacking side of halfway for the Netherlands.
Yeah, that second goal's just swung back the momentum of Holland. I think the possession is obviously back in their favour, and so this Korea came out at the start of the second half, but I think the Netherlands have just got control of this game again.
Hague. Stick check from Ellen Hague. And some space for Kim Dare in midfield and showing good pace to get past Frederik Dirks, who's tracking her now. Park Mi-hyun leans in vain. Been a very busy player, Park Mi-hyun. Who's going to be the provider if Korea is to get back into this? Keitels for the Netherlands. As they pass it around the back, Chloe. Who can it be here? Who's got the magic in their stick if Korea is to find something?
As I say, Park's the one who did that in the last game and came up with 2 goals.
Well, Kim Dare, she's trying to do it all herself. Important stick from Kaya van Masaka.
As you say, Park can't do it on her own. And Kim Dare's been lively this second half, having a lot of work, but...
There she is again, Park Mi-hyun. Oh, Parman, one-on-one, great challenge.
Again, she's always marked tightly because they know she's the dangerous player.
Bit of Ivelton into the D. And a well-placed stick, but it's gone high off the stick of Cho In-ji. Couldn't control that defensive block on the run of Leda Ivelton. And the penalty corner once more. Sets the pace thumping, the crowd jumping, and the energy pumping.
Yeah, you see Welton's run here. She's got a bit of space, and she's got one of the best skills around. She has her hands quite high when she dribbles, and she's still able to do those skills. It pops up for dangerous play there. We can see Powman's on the pitch for this corner, so she's missed the last couple.
Well, it would seal Korea's fate well and truly, you'd think, a third goal. With a victory required by Korea to make the semi-finals. 15.5 to full-time, 2-0 as it stands. Powman and Daguda just swap positions before it's brought in by Van Aas. Powman, 3-0 the Netherlands! A double for Marja Powman. Jung beaten past her left glove. Marja Powman now has 5 for the tournament.
She'll be delighted. As you say, they switched positions at the very end of that setup, and she'll be pleased. She missed quite a few past that post. There's the switch, as we see. And Powman missed a few past that post against Australia, so she'll be pleased to have buried that one. And she's so used to picking up top goal scorers awards at tournaments that she'll be pleased to be getting a double today, and hopefully she may even go on to get a few more.
The 28-year-old superstar with 2 of the Dutch, 3 that are on the board. And certainly it's a goal that will be well received by Adam Cummins and the Australian team, who now look like their draw against New Zealand earlier today will be good enough for the Hockey Roos to make the semi-finals.
Yeah, it's always a nervous one as a team waiting for other results when it's not always in your control of your hands, but...
Well, here's a turnover, Park Mi-hyun.
They'll certainly be pleased how it's going at the moment.
Han to Park again. Trying to get it to a dangerous position. Sombroek's in trouble. And penalty corner.
Corner. Yeah.
Yep. Just a bit obscured by all the bodies around there. Well, if Marja Powman wants to ask a question, she can refer.
I think the problem is she wants to know what the corner's for. It's hard to refer when you don't necessarily know what it's for.
Well, we were a bit unsure as well because of the number of bodies around the ball, so...
Still not too sure what that one's for.
Okay. Defer to your expert knowledge there. I was a little bit...
Yeah, it was
not sure as well.
Trapped against Sombroek pads, but it was trapped by the Korean girl, so I don't know.
Well, if there's a late surge, it needs to start soon for Korea. Variation doesn't find an attacking stick first time. It found the body and will reset the corner.
Just double checking. See the angle. Go. Retake. Yes.
Just see playing for the deflection now. It's deflected into Palman's leg. I think they were just checking to see if it was on target or not.
Yeah.
They're happy enough to replay the corner. And now the direct shot on goal. Songbrook having to get low to the lovely drag flick of Lee Hyung-sil. And another penalty corner. The pressure will remain on the Dutch. Well,
yeah, much better flick here. Good power and good precision there, and an interesting goalie technique from Songbrook, but it's worked. It's kept the ball out the goal, and good tackle back by the Koreans to try and win another corner.
Just through the left pad at the ball.
Bit of an ice hockey move style there in goal, I feel.
Have to have good stretching around your thigh and groin muscles there. But Songbrook yet to be beaten today. Yet another chance for Korea. Oh, with a variation. Oh, that was an interesting shot on goal. It was a low hit from Oh Sun-soon without great power. And the deflection bounced up into, I think it was Palman's body.
Yeah, again, went for the hit, tapped it in to hit it, so she's closer, but didn't hit it with great power. So again, I think looking for the deflection and, as I say, saved off onto the leg of Palman.
Of course, that first hit on goal at a penalty corner must not go above the backboard if it does beat the defence. Oh, again with the hit. And the deflection. Oh, Park Mi-hyun was there. Couldn't turn it in. Despair for Oh Sun-soon.
Again, going for the hit, not with power, but placement for the deflection. It was very wide, and it was just behind Park's body, so she had to adjust. But it's interesting how she hits it in to deflect. I would perhaps go for a slap on deflections, but she's obviously very accurate with that.
So Park Mi-hyun has a rest. But again, Korea come forward. That was Chun Sil-ki with a lovely dribbling run. Now Chien In-bi and referral here from Chun Sil-ki.
You're asking for a foot? Okay. Meow, you saw, did you, no, okay. Sure. Team referral. Korea asking for Dutch foot inside the circle.
I'm checking for a Dutch foot inside the circle now.
Well, on that at first look, I don't know whether there was a foot. Now, is this the spot where they were looking at? No, that's all stick on that challenge. So perhaps it's the path of the ball between the two Dutch players here. Yep, there it is. Now that got the calf muscle, I think, of Marco van Greffen.
It's hit something because the ball changed direction.
Well, the stick's close as well. Yes, this is not an easy one. This, I think, is the most beneficial angle. Watch that stick. There's no foot there, and I don't think. Well, I thought it was more so the next portion of the replay.
I think it's the player at the back. She needs to play it on a little bit there.
Yeah, I don't think there's a deflection there. And then that might be stick and leg from Van Greffen.
Yeah.
Anyway,
They're checking.
This might be one of those no conclusive jobs. Referred back down.
Wendy, I have a decision for you.
Okay.
There is a Dutch foot inside the circle, penalty corner, keeper referral.
Okay.
So after all of that, we do get the penalty corner. 10.5 minutes remaining, and Korea chasing 4 goals to stay in the hunt for the medals. May not sound all that likely, but it's still a possibility. Van Greffen not happy, as the Dutch have to suit up again with their armour. 2 hits, interestingly, Chloe. Change of tack here from Korea, perhaps?
Yeah, they've been looking for deflections. It's not quite worked for them, and I think they need to perhaps get a drag or a hit on goal on target and try and get the rebound from the Sombrook or from a post player.
So Cha and Lee waiting at the top of the battery. It will be a low drag flick from Chin going wide. So the Orange survive a sustained period of pressure.
Yeah, going for the shot there and got good power on it, just drifting wide of that post and needed to get on target to try and get the rebound for her teammates.
10 minutes left in the pool phase for the Netherlands and Korea. Van Greffen happy to take on Hyo Jae-song, but losing out, and now on the quick rebound, Chin. She's 1 on 4 against Chin. Boss did well. Dakota helps. Well, now the cavalry's arrived for Korea. Kim Da-hae is in there and wins another penalty corner. It seemed to take forever to get some numbers down in support for Korea, but they get there to force another penalty corner.
She did so well there to be 4 on 1, and look at the commitment and determination there, the strength to try and get through, and eventually a teammate got there to help her.
Well, as much as it's sustained pressure without reward when the timepiece is as much an enemy of Korea as the scoreboard. Tried 6 times, yet to hit the mark. Perhaps it's lucky 7 for the world number 8. Oh Sun-sun's there. It's Chun though, and Sombrook very competently out of the left net. Punts it to safety. Still, Korea press, Hyo. And they'll get away. Velton doing enough. There's just Sombrook.
Yeah, again, they're going for the drag flick, straight option, but Sombrook up to it, and that's an easy height for her just to palm away.
Bit of flair about it as well with a follow through on the left glove.
She's done it for the cameras, I reckon.
Well, it's a hard job being a keeper, no doubt. You need your moment of glory if it comes. Kim Hyung-ran down the defensive left side. She's dispossessed. Dirkse van der Heuvel combines with Drossel and is looking again for Dirkse van der Heuvel, but for Lee Hyung-ran, she loses it. Dakota, Panas, no one really around to help her in midfield, so Panas had to go against 3. Nice turn from Jonker to the back line, hoping for Panas, but the ooh and the ah of the crowd telling the story of the pass that didn't find the stick.
Nice little pullback though on the reverse there, and it's on a very sharp angle backwards. I think it was even back square of 90, and none of her teammates there quite speak up, still running the other direction, but it's a great skill to have, and have that in your locker, your armour of skills you can do. The defence don't know which pass you're gonna make back.
Well, we start with 12 in the race for the medals here at The Hague 2014, and it appears there are only 5 left in the women's draw. The Netherlands, well, they're through. They had their passage confirmed with a 2-0 win over Australia, and it looks like the Hockeyroos will join the Netherlands as the second qualifier from this Pool A. And tomorrow we find out which 2 out of Argentina, the United States and China will make it from Pool B. Consolation now, the only real striving force for Korea, and they might get one. Sombrook in trouble. Kim Jong-un, the skipper, giving everything she had to try and find the goal.
You okay? Yeah?
There you see again, great skill, really tight defending, but she does well to manage that, and a low stick save or glove save from the Sombrook there just keeps him out.
Well, they've had enough chances to take at least a goal out of this one, you'd think, Korea. The Dutch have only conceded 1 goal in the entire tournament, and that was in the opening game against Japan. They won that 6-1. 4-0 against Belgium, 2-0 against Australia, 2-0 against New Zealand, 3-0 against Korea. So it's 17 scored, 1 conceded through all bar 5 minutes of the pool phase. Now, Han with a lovely run through midfield. Park Mi-hyun, oh, here's the chance, but again, Korea denied as the shot from Kim Ja-rae. Just wondering who got the last touch there. Was it Sombrook again?
Yeah, I thought that was their chance there, Korea, but Sombrook equally matched that, and a fine save from her.
Inside 5. Korea with plenty of ball late in the game. Just not the goal. This miserly orange defence, and again Palman just says, oh, I'll knock that down at the top of the D. Let's get to the other end. Davad with no real intensity behind her now. We're starting to wind down with a tick over 4 to play. The fight has been decided. It will be 5-0 for the Netherlands. But of course, classification to come for Korea. Just double check the standings to see just where Korea is placed as we get to the close of this Pool A.
Yeah, we see the chance for Korea, and that's a fine save. It was hit pretty straight at her, but fine save there by Sombrook.
So and also the one Dutch goal that was scored, it was Larissa Meyer in goal on that occasion. So Sombrook's been absolutely perfect. And just quickly on the look of the standings, the looming 3-goal loss is going to ensure that Korea actually will finish 4th in the pool and drop below New Zealand. Both teams likely to have the 7 points. Well, we know the Kiwis are on 7, and Korea's not going to change things here. So it'll be 7 each of 2 for Korea and New Zealand, but New Zealand with a +1 goal difference, and Korea at the moment now down at -1 from the 3 goals of today. So it looks like it will be Netherlands, Australia, New Zealand, Korea in that order at the top of Pool A. And of course Japan and Belgium will be able to battle between each other later today to work out who finishes second to last in this group. And every game, every goal, vital for world ranking points and classification. Drost. There might be a 4th coming up for the Netherlands. With a tick over 2 to play. Rose Drost. Can she penetrate the wall? Oh, Oh Sun-sun brings her down.
Yeah, just trying to run a bit of time down the clock here, but also perhaps try and get that next goal as well. But they look like they're just trying to kill the game here.
De Groot. Playing keepings off over De Groot. Oh, the crowd love that. You can see her everywhere you go at Hockey Park. There's lots of big posters of Evie De Groot around the place. A happy crowd inside the Kyocera Stadium on this holiday Monday in The Hague.
Kicking the ball, no way.
Green card for Evie De Groot, so that's her day done. 1 minute 19 of the 2-minute suspension to be served. Well, Korea have battled hard, Chloe. What's been the difference?
Yeah, they've had their chances this second half, and they say that string of short corners and attacks, they just couldn't make it count, and the goal difference is actually going to cost them now in the end a little bit. But yeah, the difference has just been the Dutch have had most possession and controlled the tempo of the game. And
well, here's a late chance for Ellen Hague to grab a headline once more. Ellen Hague, penalty corner. One of the long-time favourites of Dutch hockey gives her team one last chance. Game clock's in sync with the countdown clock for the penalty corner, so it will be the last play of the game.
Yeah, great ball over the top there, and received going forward, and silky stick work from Hague, as she's known for, and just drags it back onto her foot there.
Thumbs up indeed from little Ellen. And wouldn't this be the perfect finish for the 15,000 fans here and the Dutch team, with the hooter about to sound? Could Pauwman take a hat-trick here? Last play of the game. The Netherlands take the points, but what is the margin? Pauwman for a hat-trick, misses it. But nonetheless, 5 from 5 for the Dutch women, the world #1 and 2-time reigning Olympic champions. Concede only the 1 goal in the pool phase. The Netherlands 5, Korea 0. A 4-0, should I say, with that. A 3-0, getting ahead of myself. Netherlands 3, Korea 0. Well, they didn't get those last couple, but a strong performance. And the energy inside the stadium has been apparent from the opening whistle. Joyce Sundberg again keeping a clean sheet. Marcia Pauwman with a couple of goals. Let's count them. 2 to Marcia Pauwman, 1 to Naomi van As. That's 3 to the Netherlands and 0 to Korea. Oh, Chloe, can't do much more, can you?
No, they'll take that. The 3-0 win against Korea is a solid performance, and as you say, they've only conceded 1 goal in their 5 games. It's a pretty solid performance in the group, and I mean, Pauwman looked a bit upset. She hasn't got a hat-trick there, but she'll take the team win.
Here are the highlights of the second half.
Yeah, that's the first goal from Naomi van As, and we've just seen the rebound from the keeper. Rebound for the keeper goes straight to her, and there's a great half-time volley, and that was how the penalty stroke was won. They were pretty convinced. They challenged the TV referral there really early, and it just caught the Korean girl on the shoulder by the looks of it. And up steps Pauwman to slot this home. No chance for the keeper there. She made pretty sure of that, and as the best drag flicker in the world, she followed it back up with another goal from a corner.
Pretty pumped about it as well. 3-0, and the other numbers tell you what, Chloe.
Yeah, that just shows a dominant performance. The 69%, it came down a little bit from half-time, but they're still very clinical and dominant. And the conversion rate to circle penetrations, to shots is really high. You know, they're getting in the circle and they are getting shots away, and most teams will be really happy with that.
So a few words from Max Caldas. Hopefully we get to hear from some of the players in just a moment. But, of course, the team talk first. Naomi van As with another goal today. She's now got a 2 for the tournament, having scored the sealer against Australia in the previous pool game. Pauwman's up to 5. Kelly Yonka with a hat-trick earlier on, so she's got the 3.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that. Job done. Top the group was their first aim and make the semi-finals, and now they can concentrate on the knockout phases, and now they'll be extremely pleased with how they've done that, and they've controlled it all the way through, really.
So we can head down to Charlie Broom with Joyce Sundberg.
Joyce, another good win for the Netherlands. Your take on that game?
Well, I'm happy that we won. I'm happy that we kept a clean sheet as well. And it was the last pool game, but we wanted to show what we can do. And and not because we already made it to the semis. So it was quite a tough game because it was hot, and in the second half we gave Korea a bit too many chances. But overall, I'm quite happy.
Yeah, you made a number of good saves. You mentioned a clean sheet. You're yet to concede a goal in this tournament. You're in very good form, it would appear.
I would like to keep it that way. In the first 3 games, we defended very well. Last 2 games, I got a few more chances against, but I'm happy that I can help my team, and I'm happy that we're going to the semi-finals now, and I love the way we're playing, and the stadium, it's just crazy.
Yeah, the Dutch are used to going deep into a tournament. What do you feel, or what is Max telling you need to try and improve on for these testing games ahead?
We want to improve every game, and we want to show that we're the best every game, so that was the thing during the last few games. And now we're going to watch who we're going to play against and focus on a few small things that we can still improve. And then I'm already looking forward.
Joyce, listen, great stuff, great game today, well played, and we look forward to talking to you again later.
Thanks a lot.
A very happy keeper from the Netherlands. Great to see the smiling face of Joyce Sombroek, so often behind the mask of the keeper. As the Dutch soak up the plaudits here inside the Kyocera Stadium. The pointy end of Pool A has been decided. Japan and Belgium to play, but it's the Netherlands and Australia to progress. And New Zealand finishing 3rd and Korea 4th. So New Zealand will battle for 5th and Korea battling for 7th. But these girls, they're battling for the gold, and that's to come. Thanks for your company, Chloe. It's been great to have you alongside me. And thanks for your company wherever you've joined us. 3-0 to the Netherlands.